Good afternoon, everybody. I am Ron Platt, and I am with NASDF, the National Association for Single and Divorced Families. Like we do every week, we try to promote different vendors that we have that are helping our members with benefits and resources. And today we have Vicki Vollweiler, who is a college financial aid and scholarship expert, specifically with couples who are either divorcing or already have been divorced. She has decades of experience both in business and family dynamics and has founded the College Financial Prep to guide families through the often overwhelming process of planning and paying for college. Thanks for being here with us today, Vicki. Tell me a little bit about yourself and how you got into this very niche market that I love.
Hi, Ron. How did I get into this? It's kind of a crazy story. Let me just say I have my MBA from Syracuse University.
Okay.
I went there on a full ride plus stipend. They basically paid me to go there. So that's kind of where my interest started with college.
Sure.
Anyway, time passes. I got divorced. We all know it's a process. Anyway, I decided to become a certified divorce coach. And because I have a financial background, I was focusing on helping people with their personal finances. I used to run support groups. I'd always have a social worker or a psychologist with me when I did support groups. But people always, in addition to their personal financial questions, people started to ask me, now, how am I going to afford to be able to afford to pay for college for my children?
Mhm.
And, at the time, my own kids were growing up and like, yeah, this is an important concern. Some people will tell you, oh, cut back on your lattes. Take your lunch to work, once a week.
Right.
Um, but yes, I want to help people with their personal finances, but this is a way with college, it's a way to do it on a much bigger scale.
Okay.
Um, so I found a way and developed methods. I have clients literally saving hundreds of thousands of dollars on the cost of college. Will it happen for everyone? No, I'm not about to promise that.
Right.
But yeah, it's definitely possible. And it's certainly, uh, I work primarily with divorced and divorcing clients, as well as people who are married, people who are widowed, people from all, single households, double households. Um, and it's certainly more possible for those in two family households to save lots of money and being strategic about it throughout the process. So anyway, that's why college financial prep was born. It's the one area of divorce that can be a win-win for both parents, with both parents saving money on the cost of college. In my work with couples, even if they don't want to talk to each other, even if they, this is the one time they're willing to come together because it will benefit not only their child but also both of them financially. So,
Hmm.
even when I have to be the go-between between both parents, it
Right.
works. Everything I do. I keep everything completely confidential. I am not sharing one parent's financials with the other parent. But I gather all their information so that way we can make the best strategic plan that's going to serve the entire family.
Right.